Hello everybody, we are back, and now we have Elisii's solo elimination to the GBB 2021, which is a exciting title considering his 2019 year where he smashed it. He didn't actually pass, but he smashed it, and I would have personally had him in 3rd place, so I really valued his elimination that year. So I am so excited to get into this one. Elisii from Canada, stop, click, link, description. The original video. Elisii's elimination, the authentic video on Swiss Beatbox's channel. Please go and like, and then return, and then we continue. And now that's done, we can jump in. I will explain to you my breakdown of this, the way I judged it live, and we'll talk about it in video format. Let's go with Elisii's elimination.
Wow. Yo.
Coming up next to the stage. Make sure you check out Beatbox Education. The 2-time Canadian champ. This year, with Fortis on our side, we're going to be on time for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, my nephew representing for Canada, make some noise for Elisii!
Let's go. Yeah. Go on, bro. Smash it. Oh yeah, his thing again. That's a sick walkout.
Are you ready?
I think.
I said, are you ready?
Let's do
You
it.
already know what to do. Elisii from Canada representing. I say the 3, y'all say the 2 and the 1. Crowd in 3.
Say goodbye with words. I died 100 times. You go back to her, and I go back to.
Oh, there we go. So bouncy. Yeah. Wow, that touch was nice. Great texture. Wow, that's so thick. Like no other, actually, that type. Yeah, the double. Yeah. That was sick.
I only say goodbye with words. I died 100 times. You go back to her, and I go back to.
And we're back in. Hey, I need to take a pause just to say something. Elisii's timing is specifically great. Just wanted to say his timing is very strong. Whoa, that transition there. It's like a vacuum. So much like slider in that. Whoa, lip bass has power there. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he knew when he did it. He could hear.
Flows untouchable, do some.
Yeah, that's sick. transition. Let's go. Oh, I remember I was writing a note and I stopped and went, on that.
Everybody dance now.
Hey.
Time.
Woo! Sick to watch him back here again. I see what you said
One
there.
more time, give it up for Elisii!
Elisii. That's a sick one. Elisii.
Yo, it's Elisii. Thank you for watching. Big shout out to Beatbox Canada, Beatbox Education, Swiss Beatbox, Elisii_Beatbox on Instagram, and Elisii anywhere else.
Good to see you again.
Hey, bang, smashed it. Big up to Elisii for coming back and doing another banging set like that. So I want to break this down straight away and jump straight in. What I have here is my notes from the live performance. So let's see what I wrote, okay? So the first thing I wrote was like no other. There isn't somebody doing this style. The only thing that people do the same, dabble in the same way with him is the position of fillers and the style of what's used in fillers, which is so small because the main frames are so different with Elisii. He does it differently, which is really sick. So it's feeling very original. It's feeling very rich and original in the piece. I wrote some tiny minor inconsistencies in the dynamics and the volumes of some of the sounds through the piece. Now, I noticed that there was dry mouth, like I say, for everybody, and I felt it with Elisii's, and that comes naturally because he's using so many lip techniques all the way through that. And can I just say, he's using some of the most amount of technical combinations and patterns out of everybody. So for him to be able to continue all the way through is crazy. So it's a massive props for trooping through that set. But I felt the minor inconsistencies going through that piece just on some of the sound qualities. Along with that, I wrote whistle and inward kick as two of the sounds I picked up on an inconsistency in that piece. So somewhere in the set that should portray. I wrote flow/timing ace. If we're talking strictly bounce, flow, groove and timing department, he is next to none. Like, he is some of the best there. So it's feeling like a 0 to me. Being like right up at the top of certain categories is going to make it very hard to not pass. So I actually wrote a little suggestional thing, or something I wrote that would have got his score higher for me, which is he could use a pulse raiser, like a pulse raising wow moment, like one of his crazier drop, or just a moment of like pause and like just atmosphere, something that really brings the energy and the emotion and the shock factor. Yeah, he could use one of these moments to attach the theme of the elimination together, because he's using this kind of choppy structure. That is not a negative. That is a style of structuring the piece. It's a style that I feel we've seen with Hiss, and I've used that too in this format before. So it's choppy. It means it goes from set to set and set to set. When your flow's good, that's okay. It doesn't score humongously on the arrangement and structure for me, because some people stick to a really key theme throughout the piece and show how this set is going to be. But I'm up for the choppy theme. But there should be some emotional or atmospheric pulse-raising wow hit in that set just to tie it all together. And I feel like that would be an elevating rise in placements for me. I just need to take a second to say that I notice Elisii is such a good technician of beatboxing. I can tell in his set that he can hear himself the best, and also the dry mouth, so the conditioning. So what he does is I just feel the mannerisms of him bringing confidence and asserting it into his set and his visual, and everybody is believing it. And so it almost feels like there is no struggle. And he's such a good technician at knowing how to swap sounds in and out. Basically, he's really good at technically assessing a problematic situation and making it work. I love how he is dynamic on the spot. He also so consistent with the fillers all the way through. He's a filler beatboxer, and he is so good at it. He was very strong in this one. There was nearly uncountable mistakes. There was a couple. There was just a couple of things I picked up on that I spoke earlier. So here's the list. But where did I place Elisii? So I had Elisii. I had a little scribbles in my notes and a picture that I'm referring to my list. So I'm not 100,000,000% that I placed him here, but I know it was either one or next to it. I'm pretty next to certain I put him 15th place. I'm pretty sure that that is exactly where I had him. So sorry for that. I don't have my rankings here. I've got a picture, and in the picture it's just hard for me to read if it's that one or that one. So it was 15. I have Elisii on the 15th spot, and this one is the biggest contrast so far because his official ranking was 8th place. So I have him 15, and the average has him 8th place. So it's an incredible elimination. So 15th spot for me. So that sits him right near the 0 mark, I think, which feels very right in my head. I felt a slight bit more theme with Zero's piece, but I felt a slight bit more like style and groove almost coming from Elisii's after weighing things up. They're really close together. Zero had a little bit more control in the condition of the environment for the beatboxing, whereas Elisii's, it was very hard on the dry mouth, as we've seen in the previous ones from, for example, Trung Bao and even myself performing on that stage. So when you have a beatbox style like Elisii's, it's very hard to push the volumes on the sound system because it's intricate. He shouldn't need to push for volume. So the textures, it just wasn't the best environment for Elisii's beatboxing. So I think in different environments and scenarios, his would have been even higher for me. But I sat him at 15th place. Again, it's too good not to pass. It's too on point. Elisii is too consistent. For me personally, he's always on the game. So very consistent piece. So for example, I can't remember how the pattern went. It was something like that. This was like a different dynamic level. This was not translating as strong as the... I don't know the pattern, but maybe you get the reference. So there it sits. So a theme to the piece would have escalated that, and maybe different conditionings and environment would have also brought that level up for me. Not too much went wrong, so it would have been very strange if my placement was outside of the 16. But yeah, that's the biggest contrast so far. 15th and 8th place. That's not the biggest contrast that we're going to see though. So yeah, big up to Elisii, master technician and very original. And congrats, great set, lovely video. I will see you guys on the next one. All right, big up everybody. See you in a little bit.